What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, doing a TLG reacts to the everything we need to know about Hogwarts Legacy video that was released by IGN. This is an 8-minute video where they're going to do a deep dive on all the information they have on this game. Now, I'm sure you already know if you've been following the channel for a while, but if you haven't, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter guy, but I'm actually pretty excited about Hogwarts Legacy. The idea of a wizard simulator where you get to fly around on broomsticks, learn spells, do the whole Hogwarts experience as your character is definitely interesting to me, and it's not a game that really exists, so I'm excited to essentially play that and try it out. And in case you're curious about the whole Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling controversy and where I come in on that, I'm buying the game. I'm going to play it. These devs spent years working on this game. They want to make a great game that Harry Potter fans can enjoy and people like me can enjoy. That can't go wasted. I'm 100% going to buy this game. I completely understand and support somebody wanting to boycott the game. And I always say, speak with your wallet. So if you don't want to support this game, don't support it. But if you're worried about supporting J.K. Rowling through buying this game and supporting the devs that put hard work for years into it, I would suggest you not support anybody who's made money off of advertising this game as well, including places like IGN, GameSpot, even my channel, even though I'm not making anything. Anyone who is getting content off of this game, anyone who's getting you to click on links to go to their website or watch anything and they're getting ad revenue is making money off of this. So if you're going to boycott the game, I would also boycott those companies, which is a lot of companies. We can play this game all day. That being said, I'm excited for this game. I'm definitely picking it up. But enough of that, let's get into the video.
From movies to theme parks and even a few decent games, the world of Harry Potter is no stranger to adaptations. But the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy takes a different approach, keeping a familiar location in Hogwarts Castle.
This game looks huge and way better than I could ever expect it to look, but even graphically, it's like really impressive looking.
We've already had multiple trailers, interviews, and a few gameplay deep dives, and we've gathered everything together to get a better grasp on what to expect from Avalanche Software's upcoming adventure.
Good, because I still
Here's everything we know so far about Hogwarts
don't
Legacy.
know the details on the game. I've seen some stuff. It all looks really impressive, but they're like releasing in segments. I saw like they released a video where
after
they showed you could jump.
Whispers,
I was like,
and
okay,
even
cool.
details from a leaked focus group showing in a mall. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
I covered
Hogwarts
that.
Legacy was officially revealed on the PS5 showcase on September 16th, 2020. This reveal trailer actually showed off quite a bit, including the setting, time period, classroom activities, enemy types, and a planned release year of 2021. Whoops.
Yeah, that didn't happen. A lot of games didn't come out in 2021.
Although Hogwarts Legacy was officially shown on a PS5 showcase,
2023 is going to be
the first
lit.
time we ever heard of it was in 2018, when a Reddit user going by the name, Vape This Bro,
Hell yeah.
leaked watermark game
Hell yeah,
and
bro.
what turned out to be a pretty accurate synopsis. While the footage was quickly taken down, the gameplay looked legitimate enough to make those who saw it believe it was real.
It looked
And
too
Harry
legit.
Potter's Untitled Mall game re-emerged as Hogwarts Legacy in September of 2020.
They're just giving us a timeline. I thought we were going to talk about just the game itself, not like
Although it's
the
revealed
origins
as part
of
a
the
PlayStation 5
information.
Showcase, Hogwarts Legacy was quickly confirmed for Xbox Series S and X, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. With an announcement it was also coming to Nintendo Switch made in March of 2022. However, the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter account posted in December 2022 that while the current gen versions would release on February 10th, 2023, the PS4 and Xbox One versions would follow on April 4th, and finally the Switch version would release on July 25th to allow time
Switch
for extra
version?
polish.
This is going to run on Switch?
Hogwarts Legacy takes place in Hogwarts Castle around the end of the 19th century.
It'd be really weird if it
Footage
didn't
shown
take
since
place
the
there.
reveal has revealed a bevy of familiar locations, including Hogsmeade Village, the various common rooms, the Great Hall, the Room of
Even
Requirement,
wandering around
and
these
many of the
locations, and I don't give a
classrooms, not to
shit
mention the
about
vast
Harry
Hogwarts
Potter.
grounds surrounding the castle
Looks
itself.
cool. The
Many
locations
new
look
locations
awesome.
have
It
been
looks
shown
super
in various
realized.
trailers, and while it's too soon to know how far we'll stray from the school, the devs have promised vast areas to explore. Since the story is set so far in the
Like, this is
past
what I'm talking about with
compared
the
to world
devs.
we're
Like, they
familiar with,
worked their
there
ass
won't be
off.
too
You can
much
tell
of
by
a
looking at this
crossover of
game.
recognizable characters.
That deserves
Although
something.
several of the school ghosts have been confirmed to still haunt the school grounds. Similarly, different races and creatures we've seen in the past, such as goblins, house elves, and even Inferi, all make an appearance.
That guy was
As
fucking
the player,
scary.
you create your own character, a fifth-year student new to Hogwarts, who possesses a, quote, unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. according to a recent state of play. Of course, heroes and villains alike all want to get their
And you
hands
get
on
to
this
make your own
ancient
characters.
magic,
So dope.
so it's up to you to make sure
So
it doesn't
dope.
fall into the wrong hands, all while keeping up with studies as a student who's starting behind their peers. We know a bunch of confirmed characters in Hogwarts Legacy, introduced in the trailers and gameplay walkthroughs. Many of them have short biographies on the Hogwarts Legacy Twitter account, so we'll go over the important ones. First, the professors. There's the eccentric herbology and charms professors Mirabel Garlick and Abraham Ronan, the stern defense against the dark arts professor Dinah Haycat, the cautionary potions professor and former Auror Aesop Sharp,
He walks like he's
and magical
cautionary.
theory professor Eleazar Fig.
He walks
We
like a
work
dude who
alongside
fell
to
one
stop
time
an
and it
Alpin
like
rebellion
really
led
spooked
by a
him, and he's like,
supposed
I
villain named
cannot do that
Ranrock.
again. I'm getting too old.
Accompanying you for the ride is George Osric, a Ministry of Magic official. There are also other schoolmates you can form relationships with, and the pre-release materials appear to focus on one for each house. There's Natsai Onai, a Gryffindor student and daughter of the divination professor, Poppy Sweeting, a Hufflepuff who has greater love for creatures than her fellow humans.
I took that Harry Potter
astronomy-loving
quiz, and I'm a
Ravenclaw Anith
Slytherin,
Thakar,
which
and the Slytherin
sounds so
Sebastian
cliche.
Sallow, who's looking for a cure for his sister's disease within the forbidden dark arts. Many side quests revolve around helping your fellow students and professors with various tasks, but it's not
So with
known
that,
quite how deep
I'll be
these
picking that if I
relationships will
can.
go, or how they affect the main story. But in the Hogwarts Legacy Gameplay Showcase livestream, it was confirmed that this side content can provide you with new spells or gameplay abilities that will help in other areas. Time in the game is spent in several ways, the first of which is actually attending classes. The Hogwarts Legacy State of Play revealed that these won't just be cutscenes and will involve
Which is
performing
awesome.
tasks such as brewing potions, dueling, and growing magical plants, all of which can be used to help you in battle. There are a ton of places
I love the
to
idea that
explore
you're going to be
in between
doing
classes,
like all these
as
like
all of the Hogwarts grounds and surrounding
different
area
tasks
will be
around
playable.
the school outside
We
of,
don't know exactly how
playing
big the
through the
game
story.
world is, but given that there are several different ways to get around by air, the different parts of the world appear both massive and filled with secrets
flying
and
looks good.
collectibles. We've seen giant dungeons, hidden rooms in Hogwarts, and even the Forbidden Forest, so there will be plenty to do in your off hours. All 4 house
Just
common rooms are
blasting
also
spiders in the woods
explorable,
on your off
although
hours. That's how I
possibly
like to
not in a
spend my
single
fucking
playthrough,
days off.
as students from one house are traditionally not allowed into the common room of another house. The State of Play also promised, quote, iconic locations you've never been able to explore before, while showing the Hogwarts kitchens and what looked like the Ravenclaw baths, as well as various minigames
Very
scattered
nice,
throughout
very
the grounds,
schwanky.
including what appears to be a magical bocce ball.
Love it.
Looks fun. In
I
addition
want
to attending classes
so
and
many of
exploring
those
the
little
grounds,
things you can just
Hogwarts
interact
Legacy's
with and
story
do.
revolves around the ancient magic mentioned earlier, and players
Love little
accompanying
things like
Professor
that.
Fig to some crazy locations in search of answers. And in
That
between
is a
all these
crazy
activities,
location.
you can always return to the Room of Requirement, a makeshift headquarters you can customize and put to use by brewing extra potions.
The customization too, like when I saw that, I
raising
was like,
beasts
dude,
in the
that's
vivarium,
crazy. Like,
and
there's
even
so much you can
upgrading
do in
your
this game.
gear. Dueling in Hogwarts Legacy seems simple at first,
I'm
but
very
offers
curious
many
about
options.
this.
You tap the right trigger to send out a basic blast of magic, similar to a simple stunning spell in the books, but holding
Oh
right
God,
trigger
no.
accesses more specialized spells you can cast using the
phone.
face buttons. There are more than 20 spells all in all, and as the story progresses, you can equip up to 16 at once on 4 different diamonds. These
Jesus.
range from simple spells like Accio, which brings things towards you, to advanced spells like Lightning. They each have their own cooldowns to ensure you don't just spam your favorite, although it's possible
makes
to
sense.
overcome these depending how you level up your character. Spells can also be comboed with each other, which means there's freedom to create your own playstyle. Use
Interesting.
Descendo to slam levitated creatures to the ground, or tap R1 to fling environmental objects at opponents. And since you're
Man,
fighting
between
other wizards
this
and
and
wizards with
Forspoken,
access to
it's,
the same spells, you need
it's
to
like that
use
one
spells
year
that
where
match
every
the
game had a
core of
bow and
enemy
arrow in
shields
it.
to break them.
I think it was the year
There's
Tomb
also
Raider
a
came
Batman
out.
Arkham-style counter
This
that
year, it's just
enables
like
you to
everyone's
deflect
doing
incoming
spells.
by pressing triangle, and even turn them back on an opponent if you hold the button down. There's also a dodge roll and a magical dash, which enables you to move around quickly.
I remember seeing Harry Potter fucking
Leveling
rolling
up
around like
talents
that.
by exploring and finding collectibles as well as attending classes can enhance combat abilities further by allowing you to focus on traits such as stealth, damage, and utility. Hogwarts Legacy is shaping up to be an absolutely massive game with tons of characters,
Looks like it.
areas to explore, options for combat, and more. We'll have to see if it pans out when the game releases on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on February 10th, with other consoles to come later, but in the meantime, Which aspect of Hogwarts Legacy are you most excited about? Make sure to let us
We're
know
about to
in the
talk about that,
comments below.
IGN.
And
We're going to
while
talk
you're
about that here.
Make sure to check out.
All right, well, that was everything we need to know about Hogwarts Legacy, and overall, a lot of that is stuff I already knew, but it's kind of nice to get that all in one package. So I appreciate, the one thing I appreciate from IGN ever is that video. But overall, I'm really excited for this game. I think it's like the total package, and I kind of envy anybody who's like super into Harry Potter, because you're getting the game you probably always wanted. I don't get to come at it from that perspective, but this does seem like, you know, it's got a lot of what you're going to want. You get the free roam, you're able to fly around, you're able to go around Hogwarts and do different activities, which I think looks awesome. I like that you interact with the classes. It kind of reminds me of like a JRPG, because games or JRPGs a lot of times will have like little things like that, and that sounds awesome to me. It's something I wouldn't expect, but they did it, so that's really cool. Combat looks cool. I mean, a lot of times we're just kind of seeing them pointing their wand at people and things are flying at them. I don't really know what's going on. Once I start playing the game, I'll know what those are doing. But it looks like it flows really well. I think they said 16 spells you can have equipped at once, which sounds insane. That's a lot. I'll be also curious to see how you can possibly upgrade those or modify those. Or I'm not sure how building your character is going to be, but that sounds awesome though. Like however that's going to go, especially with the detail I'm seeing otherwise in this game, I feel like it's going to be robust, and I think a lot of people are going to have different builds to their wizard, and that sounds dope. I can't wait to have that conversation about what people did around Hogwarts and you know, what they're using spell wise. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The world looks awesome, imaginative, looks like a place I'm gonna want to explore, especially with all like the secret stuff they're talking about Hogwarts. Maybe that'll just be a mission that tells you to go that direction, or maybe it is actually like something you're going to figure out, which would be even better. So yeah, and then graphically the game looks fantastic. They're going for a realistic look. It looks very realistic. The mocapping's really good. The world is really well rendered. Everything's super detailed, high textures. The lighting's good. I'm really weirded out that that's coming to Switch though. But yeah, overall, I think this looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. I will 100% be picking it up on February 10th. Looks like it's going to be a blast, and maybe it'll make me a Harry Potter fan. I don't know. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about everything we need to know about Hogwarts Legacy? Are you going to pick this up? Or you're not going to pick this up? If you're not going to pick it up for the specific reason I talked about in the beginning, let me know in the comments. Like, let's talk about it. Don't argue. I'm not going to have any kind of patience for any kind of like aggressive argument about that. I see people on Twitter talking about it, and it's a ridiculous conversation the way it's being played out. So if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that in the comments. And yeah, what did you notice in this video though that has you the most excited? Is there something that you're hoping for from this game that they haven't shown? Multiplayer would have been nice, but I know we're not getting that. Add a secret multiplayer mode that we don't know about. Like do the Ghost of Tsushima thing where it's like, oh, here's a single player game, you'll love it, it's great, it's fantastic. Also, here's multiplayer, and we're like, whoa, it's crazy, we love you so much. Do that, it'd be really cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, I've been Seth. Have a good one, guys, and take it easy.